I've helped coaches, agency owners, and myself sign multiple high ticket clients with videos that got less than 1,000 views. I've made $5,000 in 3 weeks for my own channel, and in another stretch, I generated $5,700 from 3 videos on a channel that's still small. I did that for my client Adrian here. You can watch that interview on my channel after this. So, in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to turn your YouTube into a client acquisition machine as a coach, even if you only get a few hundred views per video and you don't have thousands of subscribers. So, there's this myth that most coaches think they need to go viral. That's why they buy the Lambo, or they think they need millions of followers to get clients from YouTube. But that is complete bullshit. Just look at my channel. You all are early here, but even with only like 100 something subs, I've been able to sign multiple clients. So the power is not in going viral. It's in creating the right content that speaks directly to your ideal client's pain points. So while TikTok and Instagram, they give you like 30 seconds, 60 seconds to make an impression, YouTube gives you as long as you want really, but typically videos are 8 to 12 minutes long, and that's undivided attention from someone who's actively seeking solutions. So just being real, your Lambo might get a bunch of likes, but people don't really give a shit. They care about how they can make money themselves. They want to hear you talk about solving their problems, not flexing on them. In these 8 to 12 minutes right here, that's enough time for them to see your face, hear your voice, trust your expertise, and essentially pre-sell themselves before they ever get on a call with you. Now, the real problem most coaches face is they create kind of like this teachy content, or mainly content that they think is interesting and would be valuable. They don't make content around what's actually keeping their ideal clients awake at 2 in the morning. This disconnect is why many channels with decent viewership still fail to generate clients, because you aren't here to entertain anyone. You aren't here to educate them really either. You should be providing value, but you really need to tell them that you have a solution to their problems. That's going to be made for buyers, not people just browsing or do-it-yourselfers looking to copy exactly what you're doing, implement it themselves. You need to make content around your ICP's pain points and then become the bridge to their solution. So let's talk about the 3-step system that works right now. First thing you want to do is create content for buyers. So attract the right clients with content that addresses their specific pain points like we just talked about. Then you want to build your ecosystem. Develop a content ecosystem that nurtures viewers into booked calls. And then accelerate trust. So leverage YouTube's format to build relationships faster than any other platform. While you're stuck doing outbound DMs and hoping for referrals, your competitors are building predictable inbound pipelines. If you don't nail this, you'll keep riding the revenue roller coaster instead of scaling consistently. And by the way, if you want to skip the learning curve, click the first link in the description below to get instant access to me and my team so you can start booking calls from YouTube ASAP. Because as you can see, this is working for me beautifully. We're booking calls and we're collecting cash. All right, so step 1 in the process of what's working right now, creating content for buyers, not browsers. So the first thing you want to do is map your ideal client's psychological profile. So you want to go beyond demographics here to understand their fears, desires, frustrations, and motivators. If you're targeting 15 to 50K per month service providers, they're probably frustrated with inconsistent lead flow and desperately want a predictable client acquisition system. So you want to make your content around that. And then you want to transform pain points into video ideas. So instead of 5 tips for better marketing, create why your content isn't converting clients and how to fix it tonight. Instead of how to scale your business, make the real reason you're stuck at 30K per month. Because what this is doing is it's separating browsers right here from buyers. Because the buyers are going to watch this video and the browsers are going to watch this video. We want to target buyers, buyers with problems that we have the solution for. And then you want to find the gap in your market. So analyze your top 5 competitors' most popular videos, find out what's working, what's missing in their videos, and where you can bring a unique angle that no one is covering. So you want to let your competitive edge bleed through everything you do, your story, your results, your unique approach. Weave it into every video, title, and thumbnail. All right, step 2, the ecosystem approach. So you want to forget traditional funnels. They're way too linear. What works on YouTube is an ecosystem approach with 3 types of content. This is called the content funnel here. So top of funnel, you want broad attraction content. So story videos, trend-based content for people who don't know they need your solution yet. Example of this is how I went from 10K to 100K months, or the brutal truth about scaling a coaching business. And also in the top of funnel here, we want to meet our ICP at their problems. So when we're addressing pain points, that's going to be in the top of funnel where people can find you. We want to meet them where they're struggling at, because then we can funnel that right into the middle of funnel with how to and explainer content. This is for people who know what you do. They understand that you know what problems they have and they want to understand your methodology. So, an example of this is my exact client acquisition framework or how to create a 5K offer that sells itself. What this is also going to do is say that, hey, I have the solutions to all the problems we addressed in the top of funnel as well. And then bottom of funnel, deep insights and case studies. So for people almost ready to buy, live breakdowns, client interviews, detailed strategy walkthroughs. Example of this is client success stories and implementation details that prove your expertise. So case studies, client interviews, etc., just showing proof that the solutions you give away in the middle of funnel content actually work. So you can see how these are all tied in together. We've got broad content here, also pain aware, problem aware content, solution based content here, and then proof that these solutions work. So when people find your problem, they get to binge watch all these videos and obviously see you as the solution. They book a call with you. Now you probably have a new client. Okay, and the bonus video in all of this is the full course videos. The reason why is the first thing being watch time equals a boosted algorithm. So YouTube pushes content that keeps people on the platform the longest. A full course video promises hours, probably like 30 minutes to an hour of bingeable watch time in one sitting. That signals to YouTube this is high value, keep recommending it. The second reason is perceived value, which equals instant trust. People equate course with something they normally pay for. If you give it away for free, they think if this is free, imagine what the paid offer looks like. It positions you as the authority because almost nobody else gives away that depth. Three is the search plus evergreen discovery. So beginners literally type like topic full course into YouTube, and the exact search intent makes these videos rank long term, often becoming evergreen traffic magnets. They attract both cold leads, so like people who are doing research, and warm leads, subscribers looking for more deep dives and trying to get that edge ahead of the market. And it's also a lead magnet in disguise. So a full course video doesn't just educate, it primes viewers for the next step. All of your videos should be priming for the next step. But by the end, they're thinking, I trust this person. I need to work with them. It's a perfect place for a CTA into a funnel. So a consult, course, service. And you can also literally use these as lead magnets. So LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, opt in for a full course on how to get clients. And the full course is this full course video. And the key to success really is quality over quantity. You don't need every video to get thousands of views. You need the right people to see your content and binge watch multiple videos in that ecosystem we talked about earlier. That's how you build trust and authority faster than any other platform. Your CTAs should feel natural. So after delivering value, transition into if you want help implementing this exact system into your business. I'll put a link below to book a strategy call. All right. And then step three, the last step is the trust accelerator. So YouTube isn't just a discovery platform, it's a nurturing machine. So first, you build relationships. When someone watches your 10-minute video, they're hearing how you think, seeing how you solve problems, and imagining what it would be like to actually work with you. And it also pre-warms your leads. So when these people book a call, they're not strangers. They're warm leads who already trust you and want to know how you can help them specifically. And it's also pre-call homework, right? So you want to use your best performing videos as pre-call homework. Send these to your prospects, your most relevant videos before the sales conversation to handle objections in advance. And every video becomes a sales asset that works 24/7 while you sleep. Your content is nurturing prospects, answering objections, and pre-selling your services. So for example, if you have a Calendly that people use to book in calls to, hear your pitch, if you do not have YouTube videos to send them pre-call, you are missing out on so much nurturing. If you're doing cold outbound DMs and people don't know who the hell you are, if you can send them a couple YouTube videos, one with like an objection handling video, the next one being a case study video, a client interview, they're going to watch a lot more of your content, already know who you are, trust you more before hopping on that call with you. Now, if you have no content to send them, they're going to come on that call like, all right, who the hell is this guy? Their guard is going to be a lot more up, and it's going to be a lot harder of a sales call. You need to be creating YouTube content and you need to do it well. You need to make the right types of videos that's going to nurture and objection handle. So then that way they hop on this call with you and they're already warmed up to you and they're more open to working with you. And then when you stay consistent on YouTube, you get this multiplier effect right here. Your content library compounds. So as you build your content library, each video continues working for you long after publication. This creates a compounding effect where your client acquisition potential grows faster than your content creation rate. It's like having a sales team that never takes a day off. And that's also why it's so important why you need to show up weekly. And I understand that's hard for a lot of people to do. That's why you should work with someone like me who will take care of all of that for you and make sure you do not miss any weeks. So you really need to take action now. Most coaches will nod along to this information, then go back to hoping their next Instagram post goes viral or that the referral network picks up. But you watching this video, you're not most coaches because you understand that YouTube is not optional anymore. It's the most predictable way to build authority and attract high ticket clients in 2025. The question isn't whether YouTube works. The question is whether you're going to start building your authority and client pipeline today. Or you're going to keep hoping something else will finally fix your lead flow problem. So if you want help implementing this exact same system, the content strategy, the ecosystem approach, everything covered here, that's exactly what we do here at the Content Bosses. We handle everything except recording the footage. You show up, record, and we turn it into a client acquisition machine. So if that's something you want help with, click the first link in my description. We'll see if it makes sense to work together. Worst case scenario, I point you in the right direction. Best case scenario, it's a perfect match and we turn your shit up a notch. So I hope you got some value from this video. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.